now FX's Ode to the Road. It twists, it winds, it carries us to and fro. It curves, it stops, it shows two ways to go. O road, you do this selflessly. Not for you is glory, 'cause without your smooth-lined surface, FX couldn't hear people's stories. FX, we're on the road every day.
It's 1:30. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Lori, Tom, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer, and here's a gaggle of folks in the bedroom here.
That'd be a good word of the day, although it probably isn't.
But it isn't.
What can you have a gaggle of? Just geese?
I think so.
Yeah. We're having a little trouble hearing Jim. Can we get that turned up a little bit?
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Great, Lori. Tom and I had asked for that.
Sorry, yes.
It explains an awful lot.
Yeah, the masking tape over your mouth didn't work.
That's right. Remember Chuck Barish?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. He was the producer of the infamous Gong Show.
Oh, Chuck Barris. Yeah, Barris. Barris, not Barish.
Where is he? With an S.
Where is he? He's in the old Gong Show producer's home.
He was also the host, wasn't he?
That's right.
That's
we'll
right.
be back with more stuff.
And do you remember how he dressed?
Like an idiot?
That's true. It was marred by strident color or excessive ornamentation. It was gaudy. It was loud. It was flashy. It was Maestro.
You wanted the volume turned up.
Sorry.
Garish.
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 Garish, I understand.
Loud, cheap, and flashy. And you know what's interesting is that the origin of this word is unknown.
Oh,
that's fascinating,
yes,
Jim.
but it's probably related to someone named Gary.
Okay.
Loud, cheap, and flashy. I like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's the word of the day.
Thank you. The word of the day.
Thanks very much.
All right. File that one away.
Jim, you're a coffee drinker. I know that, right?
Yes.
You suck back a lot of caffeine. You don't drink coffee.
I don't. I've never drank a cup of coffee in my life.
That's right.
Except when it had alcohol in it.
Oh,
you know,
is
you
that
have those
a little
special
Bailey's,
coffees.
Irish
Wait a
type of
minute.
thing?
There's people that have it without the alcohol?
Hey, Jim, Betty Ford's on the line for you.
No, it's her.
Spencer Garbett, who we all turn to periodically for advice and counsel on the diets we subject ourselves to, is here to help us pass our caffeine addictions. For those of us who fit in with the average American drinks, 3.5 cups a day?
This is a caffeine addicted guy.
Yeah, I know.
I love it, though.
This isn't for people who take maybe occasional diet soda or a couple cups here and there. It's for this person who's always taking caffeine. And what caffeine is.
You drink a lot of it?
Yes.
And Laura, you drink none?
I don't like coffee at all.
She knows not to talk. But there's another way you can do it, the natural way. Before I get to the natural, I just want caffeine is a stimulant.
Yes.
Stimulant is any drug which will temporarily speed up any organs or any process that's happening in your body.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, the thing is, no, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, but it's a temporary thing, and what a lot of people do is they make it a permanent thing and a daily thing. And what caffeine does is it cranks you up. It cranks you up a little bit, and then you sit there and you skip around for a while, and then you have another cup, and it cranks you up, and you sit there and you kind of spaz out.
Wow.
I know, nothing too good for this show. And then you stop, and
you got
then
a feeling Fox spent all its money on the NFL football set?
gone. It's that extra half hour we got to fill.
Keep your heart out, Discovery
gotta cut
Channel.
back. And then you wind down, and then what happens? You wind yourself back up again with another cup, another hit, whatever. And then some people say, oh, yeah, I have a cup of coffee and go right to sleep. Well, you go to sleep, you lay down, and you're going to sleep, and you get a decent sleep, but you're not going into that, deep, heavy sleep. And that's been my experience with caffeine as well, is I don't get that, deep kind of rest.
Now, you told me you're going to bring some of these in, and I'm willing to try them, but not completely by abstaining from
let me start over here just with vitamins. B vitamins are great. They're great to help relieve stress, help you deal with stress.
B, the vitamin.
Calm your nerves. Multi-B vitamin is always good. If not, B12, which is really good. It'll really give you a kick. A lot of times when people are sick, you'll go to a doctor and they'll give you a hit of B12 and liquid B12.
How does that taste in a cup in the morning, though?
Well, I can tell you. And then we have these little gems right here. It's called Enerbees, which is a liquid B.
This is nasal gel?
Actually, you can take it, you can snort it, honestly, or you can take it on your tongue either way, or put it in a drink. Doesn't it hurt the...
It's time for some more pudding!
But if I were to take a choice
At least
between...
he's not doing that stupid mime thing he usually does.
How does this work?
You can bite the end off of that, and then you can snort it if you really want
sure.
to. Here he goes. But the thing, if I had a choice between a tablet and a liquid, I would always take a liquid, because a liquid will go into your system, into your bloodstream, a lot quicker.
So this will?
So this will. Are you snorting, or are you...
Well, I think that
Either way, whatever you like.
more.
Just squeeze it.
Yeah.
It's not a big drug.
And it's just looking like that, I think, that really makes
Doesn't
this
taste like
pay off.
anything, does it?
Yeah.
Tastes like I just sucked down a bath oil bead.
Yeah.
Try some
Okay.
of it.
Bead vitamin straight will give you a good... It's
Nasal
not going to red...
gel.
Now, all this stuff isn't going to red you up like coffee.
Right.
What coffee does,
It says
it'll
nasal.
mask the symptoms of you being tired. So, you're not going to get that rest, and you're not going to want to sleep. But herbs will help repair what's actually going wrong. So another way is ginseng. Ginseng is very good. It's a revitalizer. It's a good tonic. It's a good detoxifier. Two different types.
Breath mint.
One in vegetable glycerin and one in alcohol. They put it in alcohol or honey to quickly get in your bloodstream. Some people fall asleep with alcohol or don't want it in their system, so pick one that is in a vegetable glycerin. Yohimbe is another good one. It's a bark. This is more of a male thing, kind of like to build muscle,
Right.
And for a stamina type thing. Ginseng is good for stamina as well. You can get another product, and it's a mix of different things. And then there's sport tea, which is my personal favorite.
This is what you do.
Hot or cold, you can have it. It has
Try some
potassium, vitamin C, and ginseng.
If you try going to any of these things and going cold turkey off coffee, you're in line for some major headaches,
You
aren't
will have, if you've had caffeine for a long time, you will go through caffeine
Yeah.
withdrawal. There's no way. This will help. These are things you can do on, take a low dose.
Good.
Take a low dose and go on a long-term basis thing, or take a higher dose like before a workout kind of thing, which will kind of get you going.
All right, we have to wrap, but Spencer, thank you. There are alternatives to caffeine if you are so inclined. Oh, no. But for most of us who drink a lot of it a day, it's worth considering some other options. Spencer, thanks a lot. Right now, let's take a look at some of today's top stories.
Thanks, Tom. In the news, I did that again. Forget it. In the news, Senate Republicans are hoping their overnight delay will gain the single yes vote they still need to pass the balanced budget amendment.
Yes!
Supporters of the measure say that not your vote, yes,
I'm
it
sorry.
doesn't count. Supporters of the measure say the deciding vote may rest with North Dakota's Democrat Kent Conrad. A vote could come today. Los Angeles County might turn to the media to help pay for the O.J. Simpson trial. County officials say they're considering selling the broadcast rights to the trial. A top media attorney opposes the idea, saying it would be unconstitutional. 2 inches of rain didn't keep hundreds of thousands of partiers from attending the Mardi Gras parade yesterday in New Orleans. The diehards used everything from umbrellas to sheets of plastic to protect them from the nonstop rain and have some fun. And a near-record 1.6 billion people are expected to tune in tonight to the 37th Annual Grammy Awards. Bruce Springsteen opens the ceremony with his hit Streets of Philadelphia, and Mad About You TV star Paul Reiser will host the show. Should be a good one. You can tune into that tonight. Those are the headlines, Tom.
Laura's just sucking back a little Enerby. What is it called? Enerby?
Right.
Enerby nasal gel, but you took it. How's it taste?
It doesn't taste bad.
Boy, that's eating in the morning, I'll tell you.
Luckily, we got that bumper car segment in the ballroom.
Yeah. What's the weather like?
Well, it's still raining down here in the Southland. We got a little rain thing. We got an ice, rain, and snow thing here, and a little rain on the West Coast. Look at this. The only 2 spiky yellow balls are in Seattle and Minneapolis. I believe this is a first. Let's look at them high temperatures. Well, sure, it's a spiky yellow ball in Minneapolis, but it's still mighty cold. And that's the weather.
Scramble. Thank you very much, Jim.
We're auditioning the fill-in host for breakfast time with Lauren and I.
Little mailbag music, please, Maestro.
When she rolled me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more.
For those of you who are new viewers to Breakfast Time, there are a few of you out there. This is when we read mail from you to us, and we look at nice gifts you've sent us. But it's not necessary to send us a gift in order to get your letter read on the air.
But, of course, we love to get them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It helps. No, I'm just kidding. It does. To all at Breakfast Time enclosed, please find a small contribution to add to your great apartment that my husband Carl handcrafted exclusively for you. Hopefully someday soon we'll be able to visit all of you at breakfast time. It's from the Cherwinski family in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
You can stop pretending to be a floor mat around here. Great.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is very nice.
Great.
It's very nice. We'll leave it in the apartment so you can see it regularly throughout the day on FX. Dear Lori, Tom, J.D., and Bob, and of course, it must have been written when you were on vacation, Jim.
Yeah,
Take no offense.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is Krista Lynn Vogel. I'm in 3rd grade. My teacher's name is Mrs. Sinky. I wrote you because my friend's little brother is going to have his tonsils out on March 1st. His name is Patrick McManus. My friend is Karen McManus. Karen has a rabbit named Patches. Little stream of consciousness thing going here.
Yeah. More information than
Can
we
you
need
please
there.
read on breakfast?
Like one of Jim's weather reports here.
That's right. On March 1st. I think we can do better than that. What we'll try to do, you're in Comanche, Iowa, Krista Vogel. If we have a street address or a phone number, let's see if we can call...
Mrs. Sinky?
Not well.
Let's call Patches.
How about her friend? Let's call Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's call this friend's little brother and wish him well before we may have the last interview with this kid before his tonsils are yanked out. Don't you think?
Well, wait, if he's getting them out March 1st, he's in like...
It is March 1st.
I know, but he's probably at the hospital, like... Yeah.
Oh, we can track him down. We have the technology.
What do you think about
Yeah, right. They don't have phones at the hospital?
Yeah.
And definitely wish him well.
It wouldn't be the first time we've interviewed someone who was on medication.
Or someone in a hospital.
Yeah, that's
Case in point.
Speaking of which, our own Russell Grant is not feeling that well.
No.
And he's going to be put to bed. He is coming from his hotel because he's visiting from England. We're putting him to bed in the bedroom. That's why we had to clear out. And he will do all of his horoscope readings from the bedroom.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. He said the symbols made him sick.
The other day, the percussion.
Yeah, well, they made me a little nauseous, too.
Yeah. And the astrological reading was Uranus over porcelain, apparently. So that's what we have.
Hey, you know, it doesn't get funnier when you say it more often, you know.
We all were party to that joke earlier this morning.
Right.
Okay.
If we read you later on the air, we will send you an FX T-shirt. Did you guys get these?
Yes.
Yeah. You will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
good. Jim, how do
And
people write
other
us
people
back?
can get them by writing to us at Breakfast Time, P.O. Box 824, Madison Square Station, New York, New York, 10159-0824, or call us at 212-802-4054, or fax us at 212-802-4208. Don't waste all your time auditioning for a soap opera. Just write it in. If we read the letter, then you get the T-shirt.
Laura just asked us during the address, she said, how do you know what to say? Are they telling you in your ear? No, we're flying blind here, Laura.
But we're seamless, if you can see that.
Yeah, save us, Tom. Do some more Cosby.
Wait.
He is on you today.
I'm just going to go strangle the puppet.
Good idea.
Strangle the... Phil, get the puppet. Let's take the puppet out.
Yeah, what's coming up on the show?
Help! Call the puppet hotline!
Skating. Now, if we can only get llamas to inline skate, boy, we really got something. Coming up on Breakfast Time.
Lesson number 4, how Dynasty works.
Alan, are you trying to kill us both? Is Blake my father, or isn't he? They could be a father. Or...
Dynasty, it's easy when you know how. Weeknights on FX. From the creator of the